Once upon a time in a small village, there lived an old woman. She was very old, with white hair and a face marked by soft wrinkles, but her eyes were bright and calm, filled with warmth. Everyone in the village respected her because she always stayed peaceful, even when life was difficult. She lived alone in a small house near a large neem tree. She had no children, and her husband had passed away long ago. Still, she never complained. She would sit beneath the tree, speak with people, and always smiled. In that village, people worked hard. Some were farmers, some were potters, and others sold goods in the market. Sometimes the rains failed and crops were ruined. Sometimes sickness stopped people from working. Life was not easy, and many villagers lived with fear and worry. One day, a young woman named Radha came to visit her. Radha was crying, her face full of fear. She said, "I don't know what to do. My husband went to the city to earn money, but I have heard nothing from him. My children are hungry, and I am afraid." The old woman looked at Radha and smiled gently. "Sit here, my child," she said. "Tell me, what do you think will happen?" Radha wiped her tears and replied, "I don't know. I keep thinking bad things will happen. What if my husband fails? What if he never comes back?" The old woman slowly shook her head. "My child," she said, "when we fill our minds with fear, our hearts grow heavy. But when we think with hope, we feel stronger, and sometimes life responds." Radha asked, "But how can I think positively when everything feels so wrong?" The old woman smiled again and said, "Let me share a story with you." Radha looked at her with interest. The old woman began, "Once there was a poor man who owned nothing. No food, no money, no family. He sat beside a road, crying. An elderly woman passed by and asked, 'Why are you crying?' The man said, 'I have nothing in my life. How can I ever be at peace?' The woman smiled and said, 'You have the sky above you, the earth beneath you, and breath within you. Look around. Life is still here. If you focus only on what you lack, sorrow will follow you. But if you notice what remains, peace will find you.'" The man listened carefully. Slowly, his tears stopped. He began to notice the world around him. From that moment, his life slowly started to improve. The old woman looked at Radha and said, "You see, my child, nothing magical happened. The man's life changed because his thinking changed. A hopeful mind carries lighter burdens." Radha thought deeply and asked, "Can my thoughts truly change my life?" The old woman smiled softly and said, "Yes, if you wake each morning and tell yourself, 'Today will be a good day,' you will find strength to care for your children and patience to wait. But if you expect only fear, your heart will grow tired." Radha nodded slowly. "I understand. I will try to think better thoughts. That is the first step," the old woman said gently. Radha left the small house feeling lighter than before. Each day, she remembered the old woman's words. Every morning she told herself, "Today will be a good day." She worked, cared for her children, and waited with hope. After some weeks, Radha received a message from her husband. He had found work and was sending money home. Radha felt great joy. She rushed to the old woman to share the news. The old woman smiled and nodded. "You see, my child, hopeful thoughts open doors. Difficult times will come, but with faith and patience, we can move forward." Soon, others in the village began to visit the old woman. They shared their problems, and she gave them the same advice. Think with hope, and life feels lighter. The villagers loved her even more, because her simple words brought peace to their hearts. She had shown them the quiet strength of positive thinking.